we're marginally better. And we're doing it for Christianity. They're doing it for Islam, right? Yeah. So it's like we don't get told those things because it would take away the kind of American exceptionalism narrative.
She is literally a bald-headed lie. A bald-headed lie.
About the Iranian soccer players. Okay, so during the AFC Women's Asian Cup in Australia, the Iranian women's team made a bold, silent protest. They were not going to sing the national anthem. All right. And they are paying the price. Iranian state media branded them traitors and even wartime traitors in the context of escalating Iran conflict involving U.S. and Israeli strikes. So after their elimination from the tournament, 7 members feared severe reprisals if they returned back to Iran. So they separated from the team and sought protection and were granted humanitarian visas by the Australian government.
The Iranian women's soccer team has now withdrawn her request for asylum in Australia and is returning to Iran because her family members are disappearing. Because that's what happens in an actual fascist country where they kill you for political dissidence. This marks the 5th member of the Iranian women's soccer team that had originally accepted Australia's offer of asylum, but who is now returning to Iran over threats to their family members. And I'm just over here waiting for all of the anti-fascist, anti-dictator, left-wing protests. Is anybody shutting down college campuses for these ladies?
Has secret police. They have secret police. Our regime is oppressing women, taking away abortion rights, taking away women's rights in like 26 states, some states where they're trying to have the death penalty for having an abortion. They also oppress women. They have the highest rate of women who are in STEM careers. We're kicking women out of the military, out of university. We're saying that DEI means women can't be hired for high positions in the sciences.
Anyone? Hollywood, where are you at? Where are your pins and your speeches and your social media videos? Where are the hand-wringing media panels screeching about women's rights? So free Palestine is good, but free Iranian women not so much? And where is the UN? Y'all happily dump on the United States every time we hesitate before opening up our wallets, but y'all haven't said a word about this. I'm just wondering, because I'm seeing an entire soccer team full of women being forced to do a death march back into a country that is disappearing their families, and all we're getting from the left are crickets. And that silence, yeah, it's real loud.
We just had the Oscars. Everybody's wearing their Free Palestine pin. This literally just happened a couple weeks ago. Nothing. Crickets.
Well, those girls, unfortunately, when they go back home, they might disappear as well, along with their family members. That's number one. Number two, she mentioned the UN, which is something that I've mentioned regularly when it comes to these kind of things, these humanitarian and, outbreaks that they never seem to respond to. Keep in mind that the Islamic Republic of Iran, it's a member of the UN as well.
Of course.
Right? It's a member of the UN. And so they're going to get away with this. Those girls and their families, they'll probably be tortured. It's just horrendous. It's horrendous. I can understand why they wanted to go back. Of course, you want your family, your mom, whomever,
because they were threatening.
They will disappear. They will disappear, torture, and unalive their family members. But when they go back, it might be slightly better.
What's your thoughts, Nicole?
No.
And I want to particularly talk about how the left has said nothing about this
because it doesn't fit their narrative. The morality police in Iran, they fly drones to make sure that women are compliant with their so-called dress code and wearing their hijab. And if they feel like you're not, they beat you. And I don't mean like with a stick. I mean, a man will punch you in your face. And I'm talking about little girls because they have to start wearing them at 7.
Yep.
Right. So here are these women, and they're out in the world, and they had to give them a full list of everything and everybody they've ever been related to in order to leave that nation. You have to have your husband or your father's permission in order to get a passport, and then you have to have their permission plus the government's permission to travel abroad. Right. So they do all of that. They jump through all of these hoops. They get free, and they're like, you know what, this freedom tastes pretty good. I might want to stay. I'm seeking asylum. Australia's like, well, we don't know if we're going to keep you or not. Trump comes in and says, they don't take you, we'll take you. No problems. We want everybody to be free. Then suddenly, Nana's gone. Pop-Pop's gone. Your little cousin, there's a 4-year-old is gone. And that kind of emotional pressure from a regime that has shown you definitively they don't care about putting a bullet in your brain in the middle of a public square when they're hanging gay people from cranes and leaving their bodies to rot publicly. This is not the regime that you play these kind of Russian roulette games with.
But Nicole, I mean, we just had Joy Reid come out and say that President Trump's presidency and his administration is no better than Iran. This is clip 9. Take a look.
Our regime, we're marginally better, and we're doing it for Christianity. They're doing it for Islam, right? Yeah. So it's like we don't get told those things because it would take away the kind of American exceptionalism narrative.
She is literally a bald-headed lie. A bald-headed lie.
She's ignorant.
Yeah, it's no
She's a propagandist of the highest order. A propagandist of the highest order.
The women in Iran, you know what STEM careers they're in? They're forced to work in and clean up that uranium and all those nuclear bombs that they're trying to make. They're forced in those arenas to help and serve the men while they're there, if you will, to do whatever they're doing. That's number one. Number two, baby, you ain't getting no abortion in Iran. Okay, so what? So I guess that's are they being oppressed because Iran will ban abortions too? So I guess that's oppressive in her definition. It's not even a conversation.
Yeah, that's not a conversation.
And not only that, the women, they can be raped. Can you say that online? I don't know. You can be raped, abused by their father, brother, uncle, grandfather, any man that claims or that wants to abuse them. I guess that's not oppressive enough. You know, that's the Iranian way. That's okay. She's ignorant. People like this, you really don't even want to spend the time talking to because she's ignorant. She's living in her own bubble of propaganda, whatever you want. She hates America. I just have a question. When you gonna get your black ass bald headed up out of here?
But she can't go to Iran. Let's just call that. Let's
scratch
that.
People still listen to her. People that still listen to her.
Of course they do. You know, I have family members who think that, you know, she hung the moon.
Yeah.
But here's the problem with who she is and the person who's writing her talking points, because as you see her doing this is her trying to remember the talking point, right? It is very true that Iran graduates a lot of women in STEM careers.
Yeah, they have one.
They do. But when you look at the top 5 places where women are actually working in STEM careers, they're not anywhere on the list. The United States at 52% is number 5. At number 5. You know, so when she's talking, she's doing what Democrats do. And this is why the American public doesn't like them and doesn't trust them. It's because they never tell the whole truth. They have a truth nugget and then they cover it up with so much crap on the top and the bottom that you can't even stand to think of it. She's talking about personhood laws that states are arguing as they should, robustly debating as they should. When does life begin? When does life begin? Is it at conception? And there are some states, Louisiana and Alabama, that believe that. But even those states haven't made the leap to, if you have an abortion, we're giving you the death penalty. That's very hyperbolic. But it comes from them again. One little thing might be true. There are some personhood laws that are being debated, and they blow it up into something that it's not. And this is why people don't trust you. Well, I think that she truly believes what she's saying, she's absolutely 100% a bald-headed lie. Yeah. Make no mistake.
Folks, sound off. Let us know what you think. Do you think that the Trump administration is anything even compare? I feel stupid even asking.
I know, it's a dumb question.
Stupid even asking. This is how dumb she sounds.
Exactly. We have
to be leaders ourselves.
Black women are being used by the Democrat Party.
All of these social economic indicators are in the negative, particularly for Black people. They want mob rule. When Trump was in office, please somebody tell me what act of dictatorship did he perform?
She had Donald Trump's hair on top of her head. And she's sitting here talking about brown girl this, brown girl that.
Because she's a Black woman.
They would ask her how to spell her first name and clap like sea monkeys.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.